if you don't want your comment put onto the screen, give a warning before your question. Hey, don't put this on the screen, or hey, I don't want to be, don't post this, right? Don't post this question or something. Give me some type of warning, because like this is going to get posted onto YouTube. It's going to get posted everywhere else. So this is to forewarn y'all. Don't message
Don't
me.
like it, don't say it.
I think I can go back and blur it out or something like that, because somebody messaged me.
Are people getting upset about that?
Yeah, I think somebody commented one day, just like, I didn't know my questions were gonna be on the screen. I was like, look, y'all, there's 82 people here right now. So again, I'm gonna forewarn you. You see how it's on the screen right here. The questions will be on the screen. Those people can read them. You can read it yourself. So with that being said, welcome to the live. No audio. I think everybody else can hear us. Can y'all hear us? Y'all give me a questions will be on the.
Yeah, you're good. I just pulled it up on YouTube. You're good.
No, Petty Ann. Maybe you have no audio. Everybody else is good. I'm just joking. Might check your volume settings. Hi Lee from Ontario, Canada. I think we're doing a meetup in Canada in November. Like that.
November 16th, I think. Toronto,
Canada. We'll actually be in Canada for a in-person workshop, meet and greet, whatever. Angie, yes. Oh, I was like, yes. I come from a very religious, fundamentalist, trauma childhood. Oh, good God. Yeah, I'm just telling y'all, religious and spiritual trauma are real. They are absolutely real. They just are.
Yeah.
So, are you yourself a narcissist? How do I fight my inner narcissist? So this right here is a daily battle. So I had this on my Facebook a long time ago. My Facebook like quote for a long time was, every day I wake up and battle my demons. Sometimes they win and sometimes I do. You gotta fight. You gotta fight the good fight. It's worth it. I mean, it's worth it in the end. If I'm not telling you to stifle yourself. Just learn to express yourself in more positive ways. To my I express myself in positive ways by helping people. Ben does the same thing. We help people. It's expressing ourselves. We getting our supply that y'all so worried about from helping people and stuff like that. You know what? Those narcissists, they only get supply from helping people. Like, what the hell does that sound like? Yeah, I be mad as hell at somebody for helping people. It's like, they don't follow them. They get supply from helping people. So do you not want to be helped? Do you not want perspective? Like, it should be weird. Right. So come to Fort Lee, Virginia, or Chester, Virginia. How far is that from Virginia Beach?
I don't know about Fort Lee. Chester, I want to say a couple hours.
So y'all, we're doing a live in-person. We're doing our very first live in-person workshop with live in-person workshop in Virginia Beach, Virginia. You have it you put it down?
Yeah, I just put it in the chat. It just popped up.
A live in-person workshop in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Me and Ben are hosting it in Virginia Beach, Virginia. What was it? I actually have this right here. It's gonna be live and in person. Come through, check it out. I don't have it up yet, so I'll do this. I'll put it up in a second.
It shows up on my StreamYard. It's weird.
See right here.
Go up 3 comments.
Go 3 comments. So live in person workshop. So what's the workshop in Virginia Beach coming up? I'm gonna let Ben holler at you right there real quick.
Yeah, so the workshop is narcissistic abuse recovery, and okay, there we go, narcissistic abuse recovery. And so basically, it's going to be your chance to be able to talk to myself and Lee Hammock and actually go through a 4-hour event. It's not going to be like a meet and greet. It's not going to be us just shooting the breeze. It's going to be a workshop. So it's going to be us talking, working through different things that we've noticed have been able to help people heal, grow, and change, and like move in that direction. So we're taking it from being like a meet and greet and like a powwow to like actually like, hey, we're trying to work to put together curriculum and actually help like teach to be able to help you get out and to be able to work through, not just like teaching stuff, but also like motivational stuff of like what you need to be thinking of and what you need to be like working on. So it's actually, if you click on that link, it'll actually take you there. So you can see mental healness and raw motivations right there. September 24th. The event is going to be on a Saturday from 1 to 5 p.m. So feel free to be able to check that out. We're super excited. It's the first one we've ever done. As far as like actual like workshop event. So we're super excited about it, but feel free to be able to do that. I believe, click on the 24th. It'll show how many spots are left. I think there's 18 left.
Hold on.
Click on that.
17.
Okay, so there's 17 spots left of people that are able to come because the seating is limited just where we're at. So, but yeah, we're super excited about it.
There you go. It'll be a great event. So,
and then while we're talking about it, I guess we might as well highlight Texas. I'll go ahead and drop that in the chat as well. But we are coming to Texas October 15th. So if we have any Texans or people close by the giant state of Texas, we're going to be heading over there October 15th. I just dropped the link in the bio in the comments for you to actually be able to get tickets for that. That one's a little bit different than what we've done before. So there's going to be a meet and greet section that's going to be about 3 hours long in the afternoon. That's just kind of like drop in, but go to the website and like just sign up. It's free to sign up just so that you know what's actually going on. But we also are offering a couple other things too, which is exclusive like one-on-ones with different creators that are going to be there. There's going to be 10 different creators there. 8 of them are going to be doing one-on-ones. You can sit down, you can talk with them and be able to share what's going on in your life, ask for advice. And then there's also a private exclusive Q&A. With the Narc Avengers. That is a limited event, just again with seating and stuff like that before we go to the main event. I think that's a max of like 40 people. And yeah, so it's actually right in downtown. So the Everest was asking where in Austin. It's right downtown. Like it's literally like smack dab down beside like University of Texas and things like that. So we're actually renting a space. Once you go into the meet and greet, you can actually book there. It's free to do the meet and greet, and I'll give you the address whenever you do that. And then you can also book with any of those one-on-ones or the exclusive. I think it's going to be an hour and a half question and answer time with those creators as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be an amazing time, y'all. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Come through. Say hey, I'll be there. Me and Ben are flying in from the East Coast to be there and things like that. So, Tamala says, "Is there anything I can do to heal this man? Because I really wanted to marry him." So, me personally, I don't think you don't have the power to heal anybody. That's on him.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's absolutely on him and things like that. Because you like nobody. I think so many people. I see people in my comment section like, "Your wife just amazing to you change for her." Like that, yeah. It's gonna sound narcissistic. Let me prep y'all for this. It's gonna sound super narcissistic, but my wife did not. She can't. She left. Like that's her leverage on me. She just packed her stuff up and dipped out. She didn't force me to change. She didn't force me to go to therapy. This is all on me. My wife didn't say like, this is your last straw. Go to therapy or get help. Like, oh, leave. It's just like she left. I went to therapy and she came back. That's the simplest version of me pushing it out there. I don't know. Ben has a different perspective on that one right there.
Yeah, I mean, like you're not going to be able to change him or be able to heal him. I mean, think about like when's the last time you won an argument or you convinced him that he was wrong or something like that. Like a lot of times people think like, oh, maybe if I stick around, I can get them better or I can, work on this or anything like that. When it comes down to it, a lot of times you have narcissists that are aware and they don't care, and so that's something you have to think through as well.
Mm-hmm. Jane says, "Thank you for all the life-saving information." There you go, Jane. Appreciate it. Minnesota in the house. Whoop, whoop. What does it say? Can the mom hold a grudge at the son of the father divorced the North? Okay.
Can the mom hold a grudge?
I would just say rewrite that one because I ain't really.
Yeah, I lost track of that one.
Yeah. I'm gonna be in how long this one right here, y'all. The
Narc.
Narc.
So if y'all haven't had a chance, download the Narc app. Just check that out. So look it up. Just type in NARC. It's all you have to type in for Apple or Android. If you don't know what the 9 narcissistic traits of narcissistic personality disorder, if you don't know what the 9 traits are, go download the app. There's a course on there that's free where you can actually go through, be able to hear about them, see about them. But then there's also other courses about boundaries or healthy dating after abuse, like a lot of different things that are going on there. We're super excited to be able to offer a lot of things. But there's also monthly coaching. There's also weekly lives. There's also a lot of different aspects that are coming to it with being able to ask questions, all this type of stuff, be able to get advice from different people. It's a place where we're trying to build community. So there's a lot of people downloading it, and it's a great place for you to connect with people. So check that out.
There you go. Here's the courses right here. Apple, Android, whatever you're on, you can get a hold of the Narc app. Y'all download it. It's in the App Store. So Andrew says, "Thank you for the information. You appreciate it, man." Like I said, battle. Yeah, it's a battle against narcissism, y'all. I'm scrolling through here, y'all. What's the word? Oh, Stephanie said, "What's the workshop in Virginia Beach coming up?" So we're doing a live in-person workshop. Like it's not like a meet and greet type vibe. This is like to get this is putting the work in to either get out of or get out of a narcissistic toxic relationship or stay out of it. helping you leave that type of stuff right there.
Yeah, right now we haven't released like the specific like agenda or like the points on it, but like the topic is, recovery is narcissistic abuse recovery.
Mm-hmm. Narcissistic abuse. I think we're gonna go over a lot of stuff, y'all. It's gonna be live and in person. It's gonna be fire, y'all. I promise you.
Mm-hmm.
So Brittany says, "Why can't I just leave webinar tomorrow?" Yes, yep. The why can I just
I don't have
leave
that link
webinar?
ready.
I mean, I have it. I feel like I've been throwing a lot of links up. I'll put it up later. I've been throwing a lot of links up early.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Virtual hug. Virtual hug back. Texas. Yeah. Hard not to be obsessed with understanding my narc and what actually happened to me. How do I balance gaining knowledge with focusing on me? So me personally, I think you can do both at the same time. I feel like you can gain knowledge. I feel like the act of gaining knowledge is focusing on you and helping you understand yourself a lot of times, help you understand why you got into this relationship, why you stayed so long, why it was so hard to leave it and things like that, while simultaneously learning about the narcissistic person that you were dealing with. So it could help you stay away from them, or it could help you avoid narcissist, toxic people in the future, possibly.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times when you start learning about narcissism, like how I talk to people is I say it's like almost like drinking from a fire hydrant. There's just like so much information to have to like learn and figure out. So like I don't think in life there's a lot of things that are actually balanced. I think a lot of it is based on counterbalance. So like you dive into it and then you come out of it and you work on yourself. Then you dive into it and you come out and you're working on yourself. You have to be able to have a different focus depending on what you're actually trying to do.
There you go. Just want to say thank you. You're right. It isn't about the daughter he sees. It's about me, about court. Right? There you go, Sonny. Awesome. So Utah, I don't know about Utah just yet. We're making plans.
We're making plans. I don't remember I sent you the 6 that I had down, right?
Yeah. Hey, demon. Oh, Stephanie. Stephanie. I know you don't know. I helped you buy a house, and my name is not Demon. It's Demond. Thank you. So. There's a D. You missing a D.
The D. There's a spelling error.
I know. I like that's what it is. So, how does a narc treat ultimatums? I'm gonna let Ben hop on there real quick, y'all.
Yeah, so I think a lot of times, like a narcissist views ultimatums about the same as how they view boundaries. It's either a challenge or an offense. And a lot of times a narcissist will view like boundaries as being, hey, you're trying to entrap me. You're trying to put me in prison. Like, how dare you do that? So a lot of times you'll see narcissists like rage. So I'd be really careful when you give them like ultimatums. It might be the same as a boundary, but I'd be really careful. But a lot of times the narcissist is going to take a boundary, an ultimatum, a consequence, just a preference, and they're going to try to manipulate and turn it around back on you of saying like, hey, it's your fault, or like you're the crazy one that's actually trying to say something.
And most narcissistic people hate ultimatums, y'all. It's just like you telling them what to do. And most times, if you give a narcissist an ultimatum, they're going to do the opposite of what you want them to do. Right. You either go to therapy or leave. Bye. And they'll leave. You expect that you feel worthless. So I'm not worth you going to therapy. It's not. Look, y'all, it's not about you. Mm-hmm. It really is not about you. Marriage is the finish line for them. Don't do it. So I have a video with the exact same title. Marriage is the finish line for narcissistic people. Because a lot of narcissists, they feel like they rush you to get married and things like that because they feel like they have you. Then they can turn it off. The love bombing, the knob on love bombing gets turned down. The evaluation starts, and they start to treat you like they own you. You belong to them. It's harder for you to leave. If I'm just dating you, you can leave me at any time. So I need to secure you in some type of way. Have a baby, buy a house, buy a car, move in together, blah, 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 get married. All this stuff makes it harder for you to live. It makes it harder for you to just cut ties and things like that. So marriage can absolutely be the finish line. In-person workshop coming up. Pop it. I saw one right here. Working someone narcissistic behavior. I'll bring it back up in a second. I feel like we just answered that one. So if your narcissist won't go to therapy, you have no choice but to let go. Yeah. Or the other side of it, you have two choices. You can let go, or you can just learn to deal with them. Because some people just like, you can just learn, you can just stay, accept them for who they are, which is what most narcissistic people are going to tell you to do anyway. I'm not going to change who I am. You have to accept me for who I am and deal with the lying, the cheating, the gaslighting, manipulation, whatever. So yeah, you have two options. One option sounds more pleasant than the other one. One option gets better over time, and the other one doesn't. People want to tell you to do anyway. I'm not going to. I was like, it sounds like me. It sounds
I
like
was
me.
trying to get the Facebook one up because I realized like I'm only putting stuff up on YouTube, so like no one can see any comments on Facebook.
So this one says, my ex has all the qualities of narcissism. And my therapist also thinks he's a narcissist. He joked about having ASPD and having mental health issues. Do you think he would ever become self-aware of his narcissism traits? It sounds like he already is.
Right. He already knows and understands the toxicity and doesn't care.
Yeah, I just feel like it's not like it already is. You know what I mean? I sound like he already is self-aware of who he is, and it doesn't matter. I think a lot of people think self-awareness means they're going to be better. Sometimes self-awareness means they're going to get worse, and it gives them excuse. It gives them an excuse to treat you the way that they treat you. You know, it gives them an excuse to treat them how are they treating you. Hey, I'm a narcissist. What do you expect from me? Hey, I have ASPD. What more do you expect from me? So it becomes self-awareness. Sometimes becomes a built-in excuse. Glad you made it too, Brittany. What's up? Mine flipped last night when I told her she needed therapy. Yeah, if you tell a narcissistic person they need therapy, they're going to come at you. Cause telling somebody that I know y'all can try to come from a place of kindness and caring, but telling somebody that they are a narcissist and telling somebody that they need therapy are both insulting and criticism to narcissists or toxic people or whoever. You know, it's not a good thing that you need therapy. Some people just like, hey, you need to go to therapy. You're basically calling that person crazy. You're basically insulting that person on a different level. Hey, I think you're a narcissist. That's an insult. Narcissist is not a term of endearment. You don't tell somebody you love that they're a narcissist. Like, hey, right. I love you so much, you narcissist.
Oh, thanks. I love that you're a narcissist too.
Yeah. Have you ever heard somebody say that? You know, so it happens right there. So 8 years, free myself 3 years ago. There you go, Samantha. Power up.
Nice.
Are you both an Enneagram? This is being specialty right here. Enneagram. Are you both an 8? You're an 8, are you?
So I am an Enneagram 8. So hard and true Enneagram 8. Ali, if I remember correctly, I think you're an Enneagram 3.
Yeah.
So that's what we did. So Enneagram 3. So which is no, you don't branch over, but you can shapeshift a lot easier than I
can. Oh yeah, that's I say Enneagram. Let's just be a specialty right there.
Yeah, no, I love Enneagram. I incorporate that a lot of times with coaching.
So accepting a narc as is comes at a cost of constantly betraying yourself and your own needs. Yes. You're eventually going to lose your identity dealing with narcissistic people. I know people just like, if I stay a little longer, I can learn to deal with it. I'm gonna just watch some Lee Hammocks and I'm gonna watch some raw motivations. And I'm gonna learn how to deal with it. You're gonna be around live a long, sad life. You're just like, I should have just left years ago. I was just like, I don't tell everybody to leave, but sometimes it does get to the point where you just kind of just like, you know what? This the road. It's time to ride off into the sunset on your horse. And don't tell them where you're going on your horse. They'll follow you. So Jessica says, I refuse to marry my kid's dad unless he agreed to go to couples therapy because I entered the relationship with him having PTSD. Interesting. I'm curious on how that went because I feel like if you're dealing with a narcissist or somebody with PTSD, there's gonna be some pushback on there. Or if they really want to go ahead and lock you down, because y'all already got kids. Right. You know what I mean? He feel like he gonna be part of your life forever, regardless. Y'all have kids, so he's just like, okay, cool. I mean, so I'm curious, how did he go to therapy? Did he go to marriage counseling? I was told. Oh, Scott Jackson, what's up? No, to stop talking about narc abuse. I mean, sometimes do whatever helps you heal. If talking about it helps you stay away from that person, Scott, talk. I know some people just like, okay, all right.
My question is, who told her not to?
Yeah. Also, yes, who told you not to talk to them? Who told you to stop talking about it? Yeah, Scott Jackson. She's one of my. She's been following me for long. She's one of my moderators on TikTok.
Oh, nice.
I just know that name. I was like, Scott Jackson. She's always popping in. Ooh, she said something powerful. Who did?
There's like too many comments here.
Yeah, who said something powerful?
You're getting like slammed with a lot of comments. There's just 154 on YouTube.
How do I get therapy? So me personally, I found my therapist on Psychology Today. I kind of already knew I was a narcissist back in 2017, so I just searched by narcissistic personality disorder specialty on Psychology Today. How'd you find your therapist, man?
Mine's local, so I went through like 4 different therapists before I found mine. I just had to keep like searching and trying to find someone who had like narcissism in their background, and thankfully she did because she had a narcissistic mom as well.
Okay, so this right here, is it worth it to torture a narcissist, like physically?
I guess trying to beat them at their own game, that kind of concept.
So me personally, what's the point of playing? I know some people in your position, y'all want vengeance. Sometimes you may just like, I just feel like they shouldn't get away with what they did to me, and they feel like you shouldn't have stayed with them as long as you did. Sometimes it's like, well, you kind of knew what you're like. After you've forgiven me 15 times, I feel like you should have known what you were dealing with. You tricked me, and they don't think they tricked you. They think that you come back enough times, it's not tricking anymore. They feel like you're choosing it.
Right.
You're like, well, we've been on and off for 15 years. It's not a trick anymore. You know what's going on. You know the deal. So, I mean, be careful with seeking vengeance, because typically, it's like you end up hurting yourself.
At the end of the day, what does it actually contribute to your healing? A lot of times people think like, oh, it's going to make me better. It's going to, do all this stuff for me. It's going to make me feel like justified or that they got their karma. But at the end of the day, like, how is it actually helping you heal? The majority of the time people find that it doesn't.
There you go. So what oh shit, I ain't mean to put this on the screen, but too late now. I was trying to start. What was the difference in feelings when an ex dumped you or when you discarded an ex? That's actually a good question, though. I was quick reading. I put that on there. I feel like control for me. If I got to dump you or get rid of you, it was control. But if you broke up with me when I wasn't ready for you to break up with me, there's a feeling of rejection, shame, anger. Could cause a narcissistic injury, make them become obsessive with you. But like for me personally, I just like, if somebody broke up with me, y'all about to try to trigger a memory here. I'm not gonna go deep into my mind brain right now, but if the people who broke it on me have hurt me and made me angry as hell. So I've actually took that anger and formed who I am right now. So I got something from my pain. Shout out to Dr. Eric Thomas on that one. You already been through it. Recycle your pain. I recycle it over and over again.
I think a part too is like there is aspects of mine that like exes dumped me, but it was like a reverse. It was something where like I was like a reverse discard where like I got to the place where they dumped me because of me, but then I could play like the victim. So there was an aspect that like, I didn't have to dump them. Like they were the ones like leaving me, and then I could play that victim card.
There you go. So I'm gonna hit this right here. So there's a few members in our group. We call ourselves the Narc Avengers. They actually expound upon narcissism in the gay community a lot. So we have Trey Delator. He goes by,
I was like, yo, Trey, but it's like an underscore in between.
Yeah, was like I don't know if you're on Instagram. I'm gonna try to pull it up real quick here. But like, so there's a couple of creators that actually speak about in our group that actually speak about narcissism in the gay community.
I just dropped his username on both really quick.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, yeah. Somebody just got to call me. It might have threw me off a little bit, but there's a lot. There's a few creators that actually, like I said, do this. They go over it. I'm gonna just pop them up really quick, y'all. You can see them really quick. So this is one right here, Lindsay Goodman. She talks about narcissism in the gay community. The Lindsay Goodman, she's on here.
Gay and queer community.
Queer community is on here. Yeah, and then we have. Sorry, y'all. Somebody called me.
I just dropped their usernames in the chat.
Okay. I was trying to pull up in the background real quick. And this is Trey Delator. He talks about narcissism in the gay community as well. So these are two as part of our group, the Narc Avengers, that discuss it. So hope that helps you, Reggie.
Yeah, sweet.
Because I can't expound upon that. When accepting Narc, That's what she dropped some knowledge. Okay, that's what he meant when he says she dropped some knowledge. He was talking about Brittany when she said cause to losing yourself. Why is a narcissist worse when they drink? Alcohol gives them an excuse to be who they really are. The mask comes down. The wall that narcissists put up, it comes down when you drink. They get to be who they really are. You know,
honesty.
Yeah, you get the honesty. That's not just narcissists. There's a lot of people in general.
Yeah, very true.
I want out of the craziness. You got to get out of the craziness as safe as possible.
Yeah, safe as possible. The hard thing I was talking about to a couple people today is a lot of times people get out, like they leave, they physically leave, they move away, they change states, change countries, no matter what, but they're not out because they haven't been able to break free in the mind, because that freedom also has to come from the mind, and that's breaking free from the trauma bond, the cognitive dissonance, the hope, the potential, the push and the pull, and being able to change your story, to be able to change your life is super important in those regards.
Yep, there you go. Can they change? They look so happy now. He's engaged, a new supply. They're having a baby. That happened a few months after we broke up. So this is that I always tell people: you literally turn off the narcissist TV. You got to turn off your toxic television. Don't watch their lives. Don't do that, because that just make you feel like you're the problem, you're the issue, and things like that. Engage a few months after we broke up. Does that sound like so? A lot of times, instead of dealing with a breakup, narcissists, toxic people, whoever, will throw themselves into something else.
Or they already had it lined up.
Or they already had it lined up. Yeah, they'll throw it and they'll move super fast with the next person just to secure that other person. So don't watch that. People change for the right woman. Y'all can believe that if y'all want to make you feel like less than. A lot of toxic men and women say that they'll change for the right person. No, they have to want to change for themselves. Yeah, it's not changing for somebody else. It's changing for themselves and working on themselves. Don't focus on somebody else. Like you feel, because you start to devalue yourself. If you start to devalue yourself, the narcissist work is done. I don't have to say anything else to you. You already think you're the issue. I got married to somebody else, so you're the issue. Somebody said narcissists need to go to jail. It's spiritual murder. Did you ever use emotional? I feel like there's a emotional blackmail when they broke up with you. Now that's not my forte right there. I don't.
I guess I would use like guilt tripping.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Me, I'm just the type of person to make you want to regret. I make you want to regret leave. Well, is it emotional blackmail? I feel like that is.
Yeah, I guess so. So wait a minute. I'm a narcissist right here.
Yeah, I was just like, wait, I'm about to deny. So I wouldn't try to get them back. I would actually just hyper focus on working on myself to make them regret it. So I'm pretty sure that sounds like emotional blackmail. So you might be right. Yes. So yes, I'll change my answer to yes.
It's like your final answer. You can phone a friend.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just like, but I wouldn't like. I was living my life when people would break up with me. I would live my life like they were watching me. So I would be trying to just gain. I was trying to just gain success, lose weight, be better. Graduate, just work on myself more to make them regret it. You know what I mean? Just to make them regret leaving me or whatever.
You just had a really good one right below that one.
Which one is? I would scroll up.
The Facebook one, 934.
No.
Rachel. It's like a long one.
Rachel. Oh, right below this one. Okay, we'll do this. We'll do the next one. Is it autopilot or do you create a plan?
Yes.
I was gonna say yes to both of them. Yeah, I just like yes, yes to both. Because honestly, when I look back, I can tell that I was scheming, but I also look back and it seemed like I was on autopilot at the same time. I was present. I was there. I knew what I was doing, but it seemed like I was not the driving force of what I was doing. And let me go ahead and stop people in the comment section. Like Lee, that's the Jezebel spirit that was dominating you, controlling you. There was the devil driving you. You was co-piloting to the devil. No, it just like literally it just felt like co-pilot, honestly. So
yeah, so I was thinking as you were saying that, like what I would actually liken that to was driving a Tesla, because when you drive a Tesla, you can click the button and you can have it actually go into autopilot. Now, does that autopilot account for everything? No, it doesn't stop automatically for stoplights. So there is an aspect that it goes on autopilot, But then if there's nothing around it to actually keep it to stop at a stoplight, you have to take control. So there's moments where it like switches back and forth with narcissism of like, maybe like the lie might be autopilot. And then, okay, now I have to think of a plan to be able to back up the lie that I just said, or to be able to back up what I just did.
Yep. I like that. So this is one Ben was saying, right?
Yeah. So what I wanted to highlight with this one is I saw this one, and a lot of times what you'll see at the end of the relationship, the narcissist flip. I've got like several videos of this on my YouTube of like at the end of the relationship, at the end, like narcissist after the relationship, all this kind of stuff. And a lot of times what you'll see is the narcissist flip. And a couple things I want to point out really quick here is when they make that flip, when they make all those changes at the last minute, what you have to understand is two main things. One is they didn't have an epiphany and all of a sudden remember every single thing that you said in those 15 years that you wanted, because it'll look like that. It'll be like, whoa, like I said, I wanted him to go to therapy, maybe 2 months ago. Now he's going to therapy. Or I said he wanted him to stop drinking, yesterday. Now he stopped drinking. I said, I wanted him to acknowledge like X, Y, and Z. Now he's acknowledged that, but I said that like years ago. A lot of times you think like it's an epiphany that they just had of like all of a sudden they realize it because they're doing all these things that you've asked for throughout the relationship. The second thing that you have to realize with that is because they're doing all these things that you've asked throughout the relationship, what that actually means is that they knew about it the whole time. And what happens at the end of the relationship is they realize, hey, my regular manipulations no longer work how they have been the past relationships. So now I have to change something in order to manipulate farther, in order to extend my stay in your life. And that's typically what they do at the very end.
So I love that right there, because this just kind of goes to show you that you didn't have to tell him those things to change. He just started doing them because he knew what it takes. Those promises, and that just shows you that he knew how to make you happy. He knew exactly what you wanted him to do. And then automatically when you're leaving, oh, let me do those things you've been asking me the whole time without you asking. It's a surprise. Without you asking, hey, I'm going to stop drinking. That's just to secure you, to keep you from leaving. Honestly, because now, so now in his mind, it just seems like it's worked before. So it just seems like you're using leaving him as a threat. He knows what it takes to get you back. Just like, hey, this drink, I'm not even gonna finish it. I'm drunk now. I'm not gonna throw it in the trash can. I'm not smoking anymore. I'm not gonna do anything else to you. And they'll stop it. They'll be good for a little while, just to get you comfortable. And then guess what? Mask back off. Got you again. It's literally a battle. Don't take the narcissist bait. It's bait. It's always bait. My narc was jealous of my spending time with my dog, my phone, and reading. Is that common? Jealousy is actually absolutely common when you're dealing with narcissistic people. Yes, absolutely.
Because you're not focused on them. You're not giving them all your time and admiration.
Yep, absolutely.
I think we just released a video just recently about why they ruin like holidays. It's because like they ruin your birthday because it's not Narc Day. Like that's like the goal is like I have to have the attention, so it has to come back.
Yep. Get your birthday nice and tore up to pieces. And Coach Love says they change only enough to keep you. Absolutely yes. Yep. Absolutely yes. So why do they sabotage their relationships? My ex sabotaged his relationship with our daughters. Every time they think they're in a good place, he turns. Yeah, you don't get them too comfortable. Typically, it's in intimate relationships, but they can do it with the kids. They'll suck the kids in, be nice to them, and all of a sudden they just flip it out on them. They'll just flip it out on them. And I tell you what, one of my friends in real life is doing this right now with his son. He already did the emotional discord with his daughter, and he's doing it now with his son. He'll play the good role with his son to make the daughter jealous, but when his son doesn't do everything he wants, he automatically rages and turns on the son and makes the son feel like he's not doing enough. Just an evil person. I see it happen in real life, y'all. I have a lot of narcissistic people around me. I like narcissists. They get me. Do they hoover because they have a new supply to show off?
There's a list of reasons why.
It's like that could be one of them.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, they hoover because you let them. Like they hoover because like if I can trigger you, I can control you. Like this guy came up with that. If I can trigger you, I can control you. But like that's literally what it comes down to is like the hoover is all about control.
It's all about control. So whatever it is. Would they date right away after a breakup? And why did they? Honestly, I don't know about the online. The stuff at the end. The first one, yes, absolutely yes. They will absolutely date right after a breakup if they're not dating before the breakup. You know.
Yeah, normally they're online doing other kind of stuff, or sexting or cheating, stuff like that, because they're looking for that supply, that dopamine hit, like right away.
Yeah. You have to be. You have to. That's what it was. So you have to be careful when they send flying monkeys. Yes, you absolutely do, y'all. You absolutely do. I said one. My ex didn't want me to be on my birthday. I'm gonna let Ben hop on that one. Yeah, people.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, like I mentioned a second ago, it's like it's your birthday. It's not Narc Day. Like what narcissists do is they love to sabotage any type of birthday, holiday, special event because they want the focus back on themselves. Like I was thinking of an example, but I can't use that one. Like literally they'll do anything to just be able to get that attention on them. Like they might actually start an argument, start a fight, or they might just do, simple things. Like, especially like covert narcissists will do like a lot of like simple things to try to be able to like get the attention on them without making it like overt, without making a big argument of more of like maybe victimhood, or like trying to like make you think like, oh, like I need to pay attention to them. Like all of a sudden they're sick now, or, something's wrong.
Yeah. Yes. I'm sick now. He has cheated in the past multiple times. Says not now. Do I believe it?
How is he proving not now? How is he being transparent not now? How is he demonstrating not now?
Yeah. What are his actions telling you? Because I feel like me personally, just kind of I'm reading your energy through that you don't trust it. You don't trust trust your intuition. Your intuition is telling you not to trust him. That's why you ask that question. So don't trust him. You know why would you trust him now? You got cheated on before. Why would you trust him now? What is his actions saying? His words saying, no, I'm not cheating on you right now. His hand behind, like, fingers crossed behind his back. Fingers. He's not cheating right now. Not now. Yeah, he might not be cheating
Not
right
this moment, not this exact second, is what the narcissist is thinking.
I'm not actively cheating right now. So it's not.
Right.
It's just, it's not. Is that not true? I'm talking to you. I'm not cheating. I can't be cheating. I'm right here in front of you. My ex's childhood stories are nuts, but his dad isn't a narc, but he is religiously abusive. You sure his dad's not a narcissist? Huh? Yes. I mean, spiritual abuse is horrible, y'all. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
Yep. It is horrible. Sorry, I'm scrolling through these questions. There's a ton of them on here. What's going on? That one said hi, so that was easy. What about social media cheating? It really just depends on the person. Some people like the.
I guess we're talking about like emotional cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, a lot of times you'll have, a lot of times you're just trying to get like that emotional aspect of like just communicating and having someone like communicate back. So a lot of times you'll have, a narcissist or a cheater, like anyone that's toxic in one sense, that'll be, messaging like a bunch of different people trying to get that emotional supply from those conversations.
Yep. And sometimes they just do it. They just do it for that supply. They'll be flirting with people in a whole different country that they're never going to see, just to make sure it's like, oh, I feel good today. That rise out of somebody online that I'll never see, but it feels good. What is their definition of cheating? So their definition.
Talking about the person who had the question.
Is this the same person?
No, I was wondering. I was saying this person might be talking about the definition of that person's social media cheating.
Oh, just like cheating is a gray area.
I mean, narcissist doesn't think that they cheat. I think they're entitled.
I say there's a gray area on the side of the narcissist, but if you look at a person, you're cheating. So there's the double standards do exist. Do you get Ben? Did you get supply from this?
No. I think I've like likened it before of like I think Heather actually put it like the best way is like when we're able to like actually help people, like for me, like on my platform, we like grow, heal, and change, like the main 4 things on that, and we get like intrinsic rewards. It's almost like I think that's the kind of like the phrase she used of like being able to help people see people change, heal, and grow. Like that's awesome. That's exciting. And in one sense, it's almost like redemptive of like stuff that we've done, people that we've been. Now we're trying to be different, trying to work on change and modify modified behaviors to try to help other people succeed, grow, change, and not get involved, you know, in things like this. So there's an aspect of like, you know, if you want to label it like good supply or something like that, of like now how we're using, you know, our platforms, how we're using all of our experiences to actually be able to try to shed light on what narcissism is and be able to help people grow, heal, and change.
So in my mindset, I think a lot of people. So this is how I'm not saying that this particular woman did that, but a lot of people see supply as like I'm plugging into a charger and just taking your soul or something. Like I'm like we're sucking the souls from you from some Facebook likes or some Instagram likes or some shit like that. People just like they make it seem like supply is just like people don't get, like, everybody who posts stuff online is seeking online validation. But they make it seem like because two narcissistic people are doing it, that it's evil somehow. Even though we were helping, I honestly, it's just we helping more people than just down there anybody. So it's just like, you know, it's not me being braggadocious. That's me being honest. Like the numbers speak for themselves. Or just like people just like y'all get supply from this. Why does that matter to people? You know, man, it's like something like we're sucking the soul out of you. Hey, for that Facebook like you just gave me, I need your soul in return for that to make me feel better about myself. Like, no, it don't work that way. I just people just like people have made videos about me getting supply from online. Like those evil narcissistic bastards just getting supply from helping you. Y'all ignore the helping you part. You worry about supply, whatever the hell that means to you. Just like they're helping people and they're just getting supply. Thumbs up. I'm not attacking the person who just wrote that. I just like because she didn't say it like that. Other people say that, you know.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people times people focus on that, and I think I sent you a video that had like someone that commented and they were like, you know, like what about all these people you're pissing off? And the person's response was like, not the people I'm helping.
Oh yeah, not the people I'm helping. Oh, I like that. Yeah, not the people I'm helping. It's just like you're gonna piss some people off. I got people in my inbox being racist, hating me. They're just calling me a panderer. I get all kinds of my inbox. I'll be mad ass men, evil women. They be attacking me all the time. I just like it gets funny sometimes because like I just give them a thumbs up or something like that. Just like go off, you know, because we're gonna we're literally changing the world. I think people because like it's gonna sound like the delusions of grandeur for y'all, but like we're literally changing the world.
Yeah, no, I mean it's super cool. Like just as many as like people that like message, you know, accusing or stuff like that. There's like countless other people that say like, hey, like, you know, your content like saved me, or I was able to like, you know, get out of an abusive relationship, or like I probably wouldn't be here like if I hadn't been able to understand, you know, about my situation. So there's a lot of people that are able to learn from, and that's the goal. Like if we can just bring that awareness and have people understand how they can get out, how they can, you know, work on themselves, how they can continue to grow and develop, how they can change their story, develop a new mindset, set intention, like all those different things is huge.
Yes. Love it. So y'all see at the bottom of the screen right here is creeping across the bottom too. Download the Narc app today. I know everybody wants to communicate. What can I find answers? Courses, a community of people I can talk to, private live sessions with, you know, small, you know, it's less people right now because he's it's building up to be more people. So you might want to join in now. Because there'll be some big lives here pretty soon. But like if y'all haven't already, Ben has an amazing app. It's the Narc app. I'm gonna put it on the screen for y'all. You know, Apple, Spotify, not Spotify, Apple, Android. See, Apple download here, Android download here. Find out more. Photo gallery. Look, courses, healthy boundaries by Bree. Abuse is abuse. Boom. Coaching, personal coaching. He does one-on-ones. I do one-on-ones. Live answers. Premium. He has there's tiers to it on his app. Whatever. Boundaries set you free. It's an amazing app, y'all. You can
and you can one thing that's kind of cool is like anybody that's like on the app or contribute on the app, like any of the creators. So like for instance, like Bree with Abuse is Abuse, or Coach Rowe with Roller Coaster of Love, or like Lee's on there as well. So like you can actually like book with all of us inside the app too. It's a great resource too. If you don't know what narcissism is, if you don't know what narcissistic personality disorder is, and like the 9 aspects of it, go and download the app, and you can actually go through a course there. You can actually see some of that.
Yep. Home. This is. I'm gonna go to your website. I thought this is the app. This is the website. Sorry.
Yeah, it links to that.
So like they're like this app is got way more interactive. Like look at all this stuff. This is
so it's cool because I sent you like I think I sent you that screenshot. like we're changing like the coloring, we're getting like the logo in there. I'm actually building another community inside the Narc app that's going to be where people can actually work through the clarity challenge that we're coming up with too.
Well, there you go. Can you explain the trauma bond? So trauma bond is going to, like, what's the easiest way to explain the trauma bond? I don't have my book with me in my office. So
you can pass it. I'll take
it. So you got it.
Yeah.
So being going to answer the trauma bond.
So trauma bond, typically, like when you think of the trauma bond, the idea is you feel in your head, you're like, wait a second, I know this relationship is bad, I know this relationship is toxic, but I still want to go back. I still want to interact. I still want to be with. I still want to see, touch, feel, whatever. Like I still want to see them, And that aspect of the trauma bond that builds that toxicity of like wanting to go back to someone that you know is negative for you is built a lot of times on hope and potential or cognitive dissonance. That idea of the person's actions and their words don't match up, and it confuses a lot of people and makes them think maybe I should stay, maybe I should, continue a little bit longer, and it binds you. A lot of times, one of the old ways I used to illustrate it with like the trauma bond was the idea of like the lies that they put around you. And I remember like taking like an illustration, like imagine you have like a rope, and like this rope illustrates like one of the lies that the narcissist is going to have, like you're not good enough, and they take that and they put it around you and they kind of like pull you back. Like no one's gonna love you. No one wants a single mom. No one cares about like, and they'll put this lie after lie after lie around you, and they'll be pulling it back towards themselves, and you feel stuck because a lot of times you're believing the stuff that they put around you. And so the way to get out of a trauma bond is actually to acknowledge the truth, to work through the triggers, and to understand the story that you're believing that's pulling you back to someone that doesn't care about you.
Yep. And also, so there's an amazing explanation about the trauma bond from Ben. But also, if y'all are free tomorrow, or if you're not, even if you're not free, you can get a download of it. There's a live webinar event hosted by two doctorate psychologists or whatnot called the Why Can't I Just Leave live webinar, how to break free from a toxic relationship. And look, this is the points they're going to go over tomorrow night, 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. These are the main points they're going to go over. Number 4 is how to break the trauma bond with your narcissistic ex-partner. These are right there. 7 ways to leave and things like this. The link is going to be in my bio or Ben's bio as well. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if Ben has the link to drop before that.
I don't.
But the link, I'll put it in there. But like I said, why can't I just leave? Webinar tomorrow night, hosted by Carrie McAvoy, PhD, and Dr. Kristen Milstead. So they're both authors and they know how to break the trauma bond and things like that. So check that out tomorrow night. I think I got it here. This is gonna be in the just click the Binka link, y'all. Y'all can find it in there. You can find it in there and whatnot. So like I said, that's tomorrow night. And you're not gonna want to miss that. The Why Can't I Just Leave live webinar event. It's gonna be an amazing event. So y'all check that out. We'll hop back on these questions, y'all. I know we got a lot of questions, like 300 people here. What happened? Ben, my bad. What happened? What did Ben do?
She mentioned about like my coaching and just spelled my name wrong.
Oh, okay. I was like, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go, right there. It's like, do the kids have a therapist? Single mom comment was said to me several times. Ocean of blessings. So I'm reading through this stuff. You feel the trauma bond easing. There you go. Power up. I love it. Leveled. So one of these other questions real quick, y'all. Best thing you can do is to get your kids in therapy. Yeah, I mean, if it's possible, if you're dealing with a narcissistic person, yeah, that's one of the best things that you can do is to get your kids into therapy because they can help them out, But if you're dealing with a narcissist and you have to co-parent with them or have to sign off on it, good luck, because they're gonna try to battle you about my kids are perfect. They don't need therapy. So prepare for that as well. So that could be a thing too. So this one right here, this is a good one right here. So Ben, do you ever find yourself going back to those ways, those narcissistic, toxic ways of yours?
Yeah, so I mean, it's still in there. It's still in the mindset and the thought process. So it's easy to slip back if my guard gets down, or if I'm like super tired or like whatever it might be. But like really trying to build the practices so that I don't do that. I would say like that's the reason why my wife is with me, is because the fact that like I'm catching myself and stopping going back into those. Does that mean I do it 100% of the time? No. I'm human, even though I don't want to think that I am because I'm a narcissist, but I am human. And like, so there is going to be those times that I do have those, but the thing is like catching those before they escalate, to a crazy level, or catching those before they escalate to being abusive, being able to understand, hey, whoa, this is how I'm feeling. This is what I need to change. Catching those is what's huge.
Yep. I say this all the time. I catch myself all the time doing it. Sometimes after I've already gotten started, but like I said, as long as I catch it and stop it before it gets too bad, you know what I mean? Before it does any lasting damage, or I'm going to a rage, I'm like, okay, let me stop just cussing and screaming. So yeah, and I'll always be a narcissist, y'all. I think people just like, I don't mind being a narcissist, y'all. People just like can you ever be cured or healed? I was like, I'm good with who I am. Like honestly, I feel like I'm accepting who I am is helping me on my journey. I don't fight it. It's like, I got to get rid of it today. I'm going to do 100 push-ups and get rid of the narcissism. It don't, I'm going to burn the narcissism fat away. It don't work that way, y'all. It just doesn't disappear. So I'm in the same boat. The harder I try to help her, the more he pushes her away from me. I feel like that was a 2-part question. Sorry, Kelly. My mother is a narcissist and everyone sees it but her. She's seen the same therapist for 14 years. Hasn't changed. And that right there, this goes to show you that therapy is not the end all be all for a narcissist. Maybe a mom's therapist is not. I don't know who she is or who they are, but maybe a mom's therapist isn't qualified to deal with a narcissistic person. Yeah. That changes up the stuff too. So sorry, I'm going through these questions real quick. Toronto, Canada. I think it's the 19th. I think it's a Saturday. I think it's
November, either 16th or 19th. I don't know.
You do, but there's a bit of work. There's more information coming, y'all.
We don't even know what's going on with that one
yet. I'm just just on for the ride. What about a narcissist on drugs? How do we deal with that? Yikes! You can't. First of all, don't let them use their drug addiction to make you feel sorry for them, to help you, to make you stay in a relationship.
Right.
Leaving that person as safely as possible. And don't, sometimes I think I talked to a woman today, she was actually giving the dude money and he was going to buy and shit. And she's like, I'm going to buy this. Don't support the habit, y'all. I know sometimes if you feel like you're leaving that person, you're abandoning them, but they're going to drag you down into a drug infested hell if you keep dealing with that type of person, because they think you're okay with the behaviors the longer you stay with them. They have to battle addiction. You can't battle that for them. You can't pick up a sword and help them fight addiction. The addiction monster is somebody you have to fight. You have to fight by yourself. Just kind of like the narcissism monster. You can't pick a sword up and help your significant other, your partner, your mom, your dad fight the narcissistic monster. You can't do that. They have to be willing to pick that sword up on. You can throw them the sword and run off. Here's your therapy sword battle. They have to battle themselves, though, y'all.
Very true.
So I'm gonna let Ben hop on this, and y'all. I'm just going through these. I'm doing rapid fire.
How do you co-parent? So a couple things I normally recommend when people ask about co-parenting is, number one, you're not going to be able to co-parent. There is no co-parenting. Co-parenting implies you have two parents that are separated. They're actually going to work together. That's not going to happen. If you're with a narcissist, then what you need to be looking up and understanding is parallel parenting, and how that actually works, how that actually is separated and diced out is very essential with working with a narcissist. Also, if you're working in custody cases and going through custody battles, or not getting still through the divorce process, then look up and start to understand the BIF method to put all of your communication through. So brief, informative, friendly, and firm, because the court system is going to like that better than seeing gray rocking, because they don't know the whole story and they can't be able to judge that in the court system. And then the third thing I would say is look up, if you're on TikTok, look up Judge Anthony. If you're on Instagram, look up Anthony Bompiani. And those are some really good, same person, but he has different usernames, but great person to be able to follow and be able to watch some of his stuff. He's a retired judge that talks about what to do in the court system to be able to help with that too.
Mm-hmm. The BIF method. So yeah, the BIF method works. Yes. Mm-hmm. I was going to ask Ben, because Ben, the whole going no contact with narcissists, it don't look good in court if you do that. Sometimes, everybody's situation is going to be very, very specific to you. Just use the method that works best for you. You try them all. Try them all to see what works best for you to keep you the healthiest. Because narcissists are not trying to co-parent with you; they're trying to counter-parent. They're just trying to hey, we're gonna raise our son Muslim. No, the hell we ain't. You can be, right to Sunday school. You're gonna be battling against narcissists. They're gonna do things, against you just for the hell of doing it. What is so there you go. Brief, informative, firm, factual.
That's not correct.
This is not great.
I just dropped it in there. Brief, informative, friendly, and firm.
Okay.
There we go.
Really firm. Okay. Biff. Don't change the F's.
You effed up.
Yeah, you effed up.
Sorry, Brittany. You know we still love you.
Yeah, we get effed up. Is a restraining order against a narcissist a wise move? It really depends on a narcissist, because restraining order is a piece of paper. Are they going to follow that piece of paper? Because sometimes, like, are you going to enforce the restraining order?
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes you get a restraining order and you automatically assume that they're going to leave you alone. You still have to protect yourself, because it's a piece of paper. I think Lisa Sunny said one time, I was talking to her, she's like, "What are you going to do if they break the restraining order and come after you? You gonna ball it up and throw it at them? You still have to protect yourself."
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, like restraining orders, it really does it work for you? It can, but it could also make them go crazy, because restraining orders are public record, and they could, if it would depends on their job, they could get fired or something like that. But don't feel sorry for them, because it's them doing it. But always protect yourself either way.
Brittany says she'll fight me on that one. So if you look it up on Google, it says right here, BIF stands for brief, informative, friendly, and firm. This method is described in depth in the book, BIF, Quick Responses to High Conflict People, Their Personal Attacks, Hostile Email, and Social Media Meltdowns. So there's no fight when it's factual. So there, I'll take your factual and I'll show you what it's going back to.
He just biffed you, Brittany. It was brief, informative. See, the biff method works.
The biff method works, guys. Use it.
What the F, Brittany? It's all love, though, y'all. It's all love. Vicky, what's going on, Vicky? How you doing?
Vicky was talking to me earlier. She might be driving back out to Virginia to see us again.
Oh, nice. Yay. Being you correct. I just Googled it, but I heard it the other way. So there you go. See?
Well, it wasn't factual, so
Yeah. Best way to act if you see your ex in public, biff method. No, I'm just joking. Everything is biff from now.
No, that's what we call the run method.
Yeah. You don't, like I said, keep it moving, y'all. It's just like, if you just see them walking down the street, keep it moving. You don't have to if you have to be cordial at a business meeting or something. I call it this is the high and bye method. Hi, bye. That's all you gotta do. You don't have to like, hey, fuck you. Don't do that, because they feel like they're one. They're like, oh, you still love and care about me. You cussing me out in public. You must still be caring about me. Gotcha. You know what I mean?
Right.
She said, I never did a restraining order because I feared my narc would then do one back to me. I mean, that's for. I mean, they could do one back to you, but they don't have any grounds for it. You know?
But if they did one, like, what's it gonna hurt? Then you both can't contact each other, which is the whole purpose of no contact.
Yeah, they both get. I mean, if they both get granted, you both have public records against each other, which is crazy. You know what I mean? both method, like you saying both. Yes, like you saying both. Absolutely. What's tomorrow? Oh, Sunday. Oh, I was like, somebody just booked the one-on-one, y'all. I want to watch. So me and Ben both do one-on-ones, y'all. Booking is in the schedule and whatnot. You can check Ben's out, rawmotivations.com, just like his name on there. Let me get that out there. See, rawmotivations.com. You can find mine on mentalhealness.net. I got a website now, y'all. Yay.
You got the website up, right?
Yeah, I have a website. And now I have a newsletter. Go to mentalhealness.net and sign up for the newsletter. I have a newsletter going out every single week, every week on Friday. Going to shout out creators, going to answer some inspirational stuff. It's going to be cool. This week's shout out is going to be, guess what? Mr. Ben Taylor. Shout him out. Do you do one-on-ones for people stuck in a trauma bond? Yeah. Whatever you need, we try to provide. But one-on-ones, like I said, that can help you out. But like I said, tomorrow there's 2 psychologists, therapists, and whatnot doing a live webinar talking about breaking the trauma bond. So that can help you out too, because they're going to be doing a lot more questions and answers, a lot more questions asked and answers provided from.
I'd say there's probably people I talk to. That's probably a good 60% of it.
Yeah. Hold on. Where is it? Here you go. Right here. It's the Why Can't I Just Leave webinar. It's tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live webinar event with Dr. Kirsten Milstead. Why Can't I Just Leave? Hosted by Carrie McAvoy, PhD, right here at the top. Y'all see it. Why Can't I Just Leave? And number 4, how to break the trauma bond with your narcissist. You know what I mean? It's on there right there. How to break the trauma bond with your narcissistic person. I'm gonna put a link in the comment section for it. Check it out. It's tomorrow night. You get a replay of it if you miss it, or after the event. The event can't talk that. The event ends. I won't be hosting the webinar because I can't talk straight. Yeah, it helps out. So check that out, y'all. Tomorrow, change your number. I love happy endings. Oh yeah, there you go. Projection is the worst. Absolutely. Congratulations, Lee. Thank you both. Much appreciated. Thank you, Angie. Appreciate you. Does narcissism feel like a compulsion mode, like survival, hunger, or is it like a continuous state? That's a good question right there. I like good questions. Thank you. Cats alive. Feel like compulsion. I feel like honestly, I feel like I can say yes a little bit of all of that. I feel like it's a continuous state of compulsion, survival. For me, I just feel like honestly, I just feel like this is continuous. It's always on my mind. I'm self-aware, so it's always on my mind now. Like, this is narcissism. Is this just for real me? I have more questions than answers right now, but I like searching for those answers. I love it, y'all.
I feel like it was more of like I feel like it was more of a continuous state of compulsive survival mode. And then now I feel like there's times where it kind of like, even in the mind, activates and retracts a little bit. Like, I feel like it's not as necessarily like 100% like constant 24/7, but I do feel like there's moments of like, right now I feel in survival mode. Okay, right now I don't feel in survival mode. I feel like that shifts a little bit more with being more aware than before. It just kind of felt like that was just all like status quo, like normal.
There you go. Perfection. So, Lee, when is your apparel coming out? Y'all be watching my video. I'll be talking about my video. Y'all, thank you so much. It's coming soon, y'all. Coming soon. It's gonna drop. It's gonna drop on your heads. We're working on it right now. Ben is working on a course right now too, y'all.
I'm super pumped.
Tidbits. Ben's working on a course right now. Tidbits.
It's gonna be huge. So my course. Well, I need to start changing the wording. So it's not gonna be a course. I'm working on a 45-day challenge. Like, if you want clarity from the narcissist, like that's what I'm working on, is a 45-day challenge to be able to help you get clarity and healing after that abuse. I'm super excited. We're working on it. Like, it's gonna be like, they're going to be like new videos, like you haven't seen in the videos, some of the information you haven't seen at all. It's going to be compacted into the course. Like, just for the course, what we were scripting out the other day is going to be around 110 videos that we have to shoot just for the challenge. So like, we're super excited what's going to go on with it.
There you go. So, what time is it now? So yeah, we're going to get ready to take a couple more questions. We're going to wrap it up here in a few seconds. Brittany is still at it right now, Ben. Just let you know.
Yeah, well.
But she shot a jump, so that course looks all inclusive. There you go.
We're super excited about it. I can't wait.
Yeah. So y'all, the next, me and Ben are doing a live in-person meetup in Virginia Beach, Virginia. September the 24th in Virginia Beach, Virginia. It's a live in-person workshop. It's not a meet and greet. You can meet us and greet us, but it's gonna be a live in-person workshop, breaking the trauma bond, taking your power back. Question to answer, y'all. It's gonna be fire in person, 4 hours. It's gonna be intense, but it's gonna be Virginia Beach, Virginia, coming up here pretty soon, and Ben just put it right here on the screen. Workshop with Lee Hammock and Ben Taylor, Virginia Beach, Virginia, right there. So y'all see it right there. And then in Austin, Texas.
Yep.
Oh, so many stuff coming up. Let's get excited. We got a lot of stuff coming up. Austin, Texas, October the 15th. Austin, Texas, live in-person meet and greet, plus a workshop, plus some one-on-ones, live in-person Q&As. I'm gonna do this real quick, y'all. Sorry. I'm gonna share this screen on this live on the meet and greet in Texas real quick.
There you go.
Boo, boo, boo. The Narc Avengers, Texas, 58 days, Austin, Texas. I'll see you right here, the countdown clock, 58 days, 16 hours, one-on-ones in person. The meet and greet, it's a free 3-hour meet and greet from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Yeah, go on there, because you have to, we need your help by at least booking, even if it's just for the meet and greet. Like, that's free. Like, it doesn't matter. It's a 3-hour event. We'll be speaking towards the end of the meet and greet, the 3-hour event. But, just book. That way we have a head count, because we also need to know, if we don't, max out the venue and everything. So, book there so we have an idea. And then, there's other stuff, too, that he's going to show you here.
Yeah, so we're doing a live in-person Q&A Live in person Q&A with 10. Oh, God, this will be so fire. I'm excited about the Q&A. Live in person Q&A is going to be, like I said, I don't know, is it a countdown slide on this one? But like I said, Narc Avengers, there's going to be 10 of us in there.
Go back and then you can see the countdown.
I mean, like how many people can come to this?
Oh, yeah. For some reason, it doesn't do it. I don't know why.
Okay, well, live in person, question and answer session, one-on-ones, in-person one-on-ones with all these different creators out. It's just gonna be amazing event. Yeah, Ben put the link in the comment section. So it's gonna be an amazing event. It'll be a great time. In person, Dallas, Austin, Texas, and then Toronto, Canada. I think is the 16th or the 19th. And then December, I don't know, probably home.
December we're home and we're prepping those next 6 cities that I sent you. I don't remember what there are. It's like
I know New York was one of them.
Somebody it's New York, Chicago, Seattle, Atlanta, and Houston.
Coming to GA, we're coming to Atlanta. I think it was March. I think March stuck out for me for Atlanta for some reason. I think it was March in Atlanta.
Yeah, so it wasn't Houston. It was Dallas. So yeah, if I remember right, it was Dallas. It was Dallas, Atlanta, Seattle, Chicago, New York. Crap, there's one other one I'm missing. There's 6.
Is somebody in LA? Somebody in California, San Francisco?
Yeah. Los Angeles. Yeah. So that's the 6 that we're thinking about.
So I live in VA Beach. I might have to get a ticket. So it's gonna be a small. It's not gonna be recorded either, y'all. It's gonna be a small event. 20 people max in Virginia Beach. There's only 3 people have already booked, so it's 17 slots left. So check that out. I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna put this in the comment section too. It's gonna be, like I say, great events coming up. Just check them out. Yeah, you can book one-on-ones with Ben, me or Ben, or you can come to the event. California, look, Chicago, ATL, look, New York.
Yeah,
it's coming. Yeah,
it's coming. It's coming next year.
North Carolina. I live in North Carolina, so we just had a North Carolina meetup. You didn't come to one of those? You had one.
Well, probably. What we might do next year is we might do 6 of the big meet and greets, and then maybe Lee and I'll do like the workshops, kind of the opposite month or something.
Yeah, I like the work. Like the workshop is gonna be good, y'all. Because y'all, we're gonna bring the. You think the videos are fire? Wait till you get the workshops. So I'm gonna wrap this thing up. Like I said, what time? Yeah, it's been over. Yeah, we'll wrap it up. We'll be live on Ben's channel next week, y'all. So Raw Motivations, Ben Taylor. We'll be live on Ben's channel next week. Next week is not the group live. We're live on Ben Taylor.
He can't talk tonight.
The narcissistic robot has to reset.
We will be live next week on Ben's channel.
We'll be live on Ben Taylor's channel next week. I was about to mess it up again. Hey Lee, you DTF? Am I down the fuck? Huh? Is that an offer? I'm just joking. The wives will not be in the workshop, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
So there you go, y'all. So thank y'all for tuning in. Look, last name will say download the Narc app, NARC, in your Ben's link. What's Ben's link?
Yeah, I'll put in. I just dropped it.
There's Ben's link right there for the Narc app, and I'm gonna put his YouTube channel in the comment section too as well. So y'all follow Ben. We were live same time. Well, we might. We talking about changing the time of the doom earlier, y'all. So we might be live earlier next week. We'll see. Does he really believe he's loving me? If you keep staying with him, then does it really matter? I just, what are his actions telling you? What are the actions saying? And like I said, there's Ben's YouTube channel right there, rawmotivations.com. YouTube, and then there's the Narc app. Just download, just go to your Apple store, Android store, and put in NARC. You'll see his logo or his face pop up. Just download that thing, y'all. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning into another live chat. Thank y'all for tuning in live next week, and peace. Thank you.